Sidang akbar pada tengah hari ini diadakan untuk memberi makluman tentang isu pencemaran air di Sungai Batu Feringghi. Saya pun sudah sediakan satu kenyataan yang ringkas tetapi padat untuk memberi kedudukan terkini tentang isu ini. Iaitu Jabatan Alam Sekitar dan Negeri Pulau Pinang telah memberi taklimat kepada MMK Negeri Pulau Pinang pada 28 Februari yang lalu, iaitu Jumaat yang lalu, mengenai isu pencemaran air di Sungai Batu Feringghi. Taklimat ini diberikan oleh pengarah negeri, iaitu Datuk Hassan bin Mat. Dalam taklimat itu, JAS telah mengenapastikan punca-punca pencemaran di Sungai Batu Feringghi, iaitu antaranya adalah premis makanan, loji IWK, kegiatan dobi dan cuci kereta. JAS negeri telah pun menyiapkan kertas siasatan terhadap IWK berhubung dengan masalah pencemaran di Sungai Batu Feringghi. Kertas siasatan ini adalah dibuat berdasarkan peraturan kualiti alam sekeliling kurungan kumbahan tahun 2009. Dan ianya telah pun diserahkan kepada Pegawai Undang-Undang Jabatan Alam Sekitar Persekutuan. Mengikut pengarah Datuk Hassan, sebarang tindakan lanjutan adalah tertakluk kepada keputusan Pegawai Undang-Undang Jabatan Alam Sekitar Persekutuan. Dalam taklimat itu juga, JAS negeri mendapati ada lain-lain sumber pencemaran tetapi bukan di bawah bidang kuasa JAS, dan berharap agensi-agensi yang berkaitan mengambil tindakan yang sewajarnya. Jadi itulah kedudukan terkini yang saya mau umumkan secara rasmi, dan sekarang buka kepada soalan-soalan yang mungkin akan mencongkil makluman-makluman yang lain berdasarkan kepada soalan-soalan. Sila.
Agensi-agensi lain ke
agensi lain, sebelum mengenapasti agensi lain, kita kena lihat sumber-sumber yang lain. Mengapa JAS kata sebab bidang kuasa dia dalam perkara ini tertakluk kepada kumbahan. Lain-lain sumber boleh dikatakan sudah pun dalam paragraf kedua, premis makanan, premis yang tak ada tandas yang disambungkan kepada IWK, sistem IWK, kegiatan dobi, cuci kereta. Itulah sumber-sumber yang lain yang di bawah agensi yang lain. Maksudnya kalau menceroboh bangunan yang menceroboh reserve sungai, bangunan-bangunan yang tak ada kelulusan pembinaan dan sebagainya lah. Lain-lain agensi dalam perkara ini saya rasa ada dua lah sekurang-kurangnya, iaitu pejabat daerah dan juga pihak berkuasa tempatan. Itu lain-lain agensi yang dimaksudkan.
Apa itu premis makanan yang
premis makanan dalam kes ini ada 6 buah gerai-gerai makanan melalui mapping yang dibuat oleh JAS. Ada 6 buah gerai-gerai atau store makanan di sekitar sungai ini yang boleh menyumbang kepada pencemaran, sama ada melalui pembuangan sisa-sisa ataupun cucian pinggan mangkok dan sebagainya, dan ada pun yang dikena pasti walaupun ada tandas tetapi pelepasan terus ke dalam sungai lah, bukan disambungkan kepada sistem IWK.
So, maybe perafian IWK ni tidak benar lah. Pun dia kata bukan disebabkan itu perumahan kan.
Saya tidak dapat memastikan penafian itu berasas atau tidak, sebab dalam taklimat itu pun sudah dinyatakan satu kertas siasatan ikuran daripada pemantauan sepanjang bulan selepas laporan media, maka sampel-sampel diambil, pemantauan dibuat oleh JAS di Sungai Batu Feringghi. Ini Tuan Haji Kusai dari JPS negeri. Berdasarkan kepada sampel-sampel dan pemantauan, itulah hasil daripada kerja-kerja pemantauan itu, iaitu satu kertas siasatan terhadap IWK. Dalam kes ini memang jelas dinyatakan terhadap IWK, dan seberang keputusan tertakluk kepada penelitian PUU JAS pusat lah, sama ada the usual steps to be taken is to get the department to do further investigation kalau diperlukan, ataupun if sufficient evidence is available, then of course the PUU can refer this matter to the pejabat pendakwa raya untuk tindakan selanjutnya. Tapi saya rasa bahagian ini mungkin kalau media berminat, JAS sepatutnya bolehlah menerangkan dengan lebih detail lagi lah.
Itu BBT boleh ambil tindakan lah, selain daripada bergantung pada
BBT memang di kes sebatang sungai yang berdekatan Sungai Emas pun memang dikena pasti, antaranya pembuangan sisa-sisa ke dalam sungai. Itulah tugas yang kita umumkan, iaitu penubuhan pasukan khas pencemaran sungai itu. Tugas pertama adalah mapping sumber-sumber pencemaran sungai-sungai di negeri Pulau Pinang. I think by next week we will convene the second meeting where all these sumber-sumber pencemaran akan dapat dikena pastikan, where it is located, what are the nature of the source of pollutants, and of course we will await the decision of the state government based on the findings of the special task force, so that further action can be taken with regard to the pollution problem.
So, buat sementara BBT akan buat tindakan.
Kita lebih baik sebab tunggu satu minggu lagi untuk mendapat satu gambaran yang menyeluruh dan meminta satu keputusan dari pihak berkuasa negeri lah. So this would become a statewide directive lah, rather than a case-to-case basis. But of course, meanwhile, if there is a new structure coming up just beside the river, I don't see why the council cannot move in, why the pejabat daerah has to sleep on it lah. That is, if there is a new structure coming out, this would not be subjected to any restriction of the special task force lah. This is ongoing matters that BBT and the pejabat daerah should take action lah.
So based on the findings of JAS, there's no, I mean, is there a higher percentage of IWK's affluent that polluted the river? Or is this, I mean, it's common sense, right, that all these people, these
I think
operations have been polluting the river. But
if you read the statement, although short, it is very, it has a lot of information. because the JAS emphasized that they can only go after those polluters that comes under their jurisdiction. In this case, under the peraturan, you see the bracket is kumbahan, so they can go after IWK. Whereas for other source of pollutants, also the last paragraph say other agencies must act. Like connecting to the IWK system, then IWK should require the shops along Batu Feringghi, or especially those near river, they should be connected. But the issue also relates to the legality of this structure. This structure don't have building permission and they don't have proper toilets. So all these are related issues that are related, but JAS can only go after the particular polluters, in this case, which refers to Kumbahan, which is the IWK. Other source has been identified as discharge from the toilet, discharge from the eateries, from the car wash, from the lobby. So all this action can be taken by other agencies.
Jadi IWK adakah dia main coverage?
Itu pun tertaluklah sebab dia sudah sempurnakan kertas siasatan. Maksudnya kalau sebuah agensi mengemukakan satu kertas siasatan, memang perlu berasas lah. Perlu berasas sebelum ianya diserahkan kepada pegawai undang-undang. If not, it will be thrown back at your face, you see, if you don't do proper investigation. It could happen. So we can only assume that they have good reason to prepare this investigation paper to be submitted to the legal advisor of the ministry.
Is there a possibility council can back the license of the 6 eateries?
I think all these eateries do not have license in the first place.
So will the council move in and
As I said, we will await the report from the task force for a more comprehensive action plan.
Berapa lobby yang?
Dobby, I think one Dobby and one cuci kereta.
Since the DOE has identified the IWK plant as one of the sources of pollution, does that mean that the effluents released into the Batu Feringghi river have exceeded the DOE levels, according to the report or the presentation during February 20?
It is a very interesting question because if the JAS sometimes insist that they are satisfied with the quality of the discharge, but the fact that they also went after them with this investigation paper also seems to indicate they are not so happy. So I think the PUU will study all this. In essence, other than the discharge from the IWK treatment plant, it is mixed with other sources of pollutants which we have already dealt with, and the fact that the river mouth have been affected by the weather condition, the siltation at the river mouth caused the water to be a pool of water that cannot easily be discharged. So over time, I think sediments do get deposited, and maybe all this add up to cause the situation that was reported in early February. So it's accumulation of various sources and also the condition of the river because of the siltation. All this, I think, contributed to the problem.
This is an interesting perspective. So will the state government ask the JPS, the DID, to widen the river mouths to allow better flow of water, to prevent such a accumulation of separate incidents to come up?
Okay, before answering that, I think we have already actually announced, but our attention was brought to a letter from the Jabatan Kerajaan Tempatan Kementerian just a few days ago, last week lah. that the Jabatan Kerajaan Tempatan in the Ministry of Urban Wellness, Housing and Kerajaan Tempatan has sent letters to the MPPP. So has sent a letter to the MPPP inviting MPPP and other agencies to attend a meeting with regard to meeting mesyuarat penjelasan status pengoperasian sistem pembentungan dan kejadian pencemaran pantai Batu Feringghi. The letter said that it is under the directive of the Cabinet that this meeting has been convened. Cabinet decided on the 19th of February that this meeting must be held to for the purpose of getting the cooperation of all agencies involved to come up with a long-term solution so that the problem does not reoccur. So the title of the meeting suggests pengoperasian sistem pembentungan dan kejadian pencemaran. I think JPS has also been invited. JPS ada. But of course our JPS representative have also attended federal meetings. Maybe Tuan Haji Kusai can elaborate on some of the proposals with regard to the system, the treatment plant, the river project. That means the pipe that would be installed to discharge the effluents, and also works with regard to dredging and dredging the river mouth from the erosion. Maybe we should wait for another occasion, but there are plans by SPAN to upgrade the plant. There is plan by JPS to build this pipe outlet structure to bring all this effluent discharge right into the sea, about 800 meters to maybe 1 km from the shoreline to discharge this water that, that meets the standard of discharge, that is standard 2. So this I believe this meeting will deliberate on all these effort to overcome the problem.
When the meeting will be held?
The meeting will be held on the 6th of March, this Thursday at 9:30 in Putrajaya. All the mapping will clearly identify the source of pollutions, and each agency will be given that responsibility to carry out that enforcement action. We also hope that with the state decision, there would not be any excuse on the part of the agencies. There would be no interference on the part of politicians. There would be no demonstration on the part of NGO. There will be fair reporting by the media, so that at the end of the day, it will be a all-wins solution for all in the state.
Were these all the problems in the past that you guys didn't actually work on it immediately? You're only doing it now because there's a proper task force committee, right? It is your responsibility of each department to do what they're supposed to be doing.
We cannot say the department don't take action from time to time. The fact that there were so many demonstrations testify that actions were taken which did not make people happy. That's why I say hopefully there won't be any demonstration with the state. With so much media report, especially the Straits Times, a very clear determination to assist the authority to overcome this problem. And those who read should also get the clear message that they should not interfere and instead work together. Okay? I think quite clear, sufficient. Thank you.
So So akan diserahkan.
Sudah diserahkan.
Februari lepas lah.
Yeah. No, of the task force meeting on the river and marine pollution task force.
sẽ